let's talk about streaming. What's coming out on streaming this week? Let's start off with Hulu. It's fucking season or what do they call it? Fall season lineup.
Yeah.
What is the
fall season lineup? Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the catchphrase or fall
premiere season. It's pilot seasons.
Pilot season.
It's that's sort of mixed into it too, but I can't find the fucking word.
I do want to throw this out there.
Okay.
How the tide has changed. Right, the wind is blowing in a different direction.
What the fuck are you writing a sonnet? Like, what's going on? What are you doing?
A couple weeks ago, right? Conversations around Hulu were Hulu. Now with Disney Plus, right?
Yeah. You said a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, because we've been knowing about the
by a
Disney
few I mean like 8. Right? By a few I mean 3 months ago. Conversations around Hulu were like, yeah. Then Disney announced the Disney Plus, which includes Hulu Plus and ESPN Plus and all of Disney's catalog. And now we're like, yo, Hulu's the shit.
Yeah.
Hulu's like that girl in high school that you were like, yeah, she just, fuck her, right? And then you see her a couple years later, you're like, yo, she's bad now.
She's doing some things.
She came up.
Yeah. So, of course, Hulu is a little different than other streaming platforms in that they have partnerships and they license out to shows that are on TV right now. And so when they premiere on television, like a day or two later, I do believe they premiere also on Hulu. So we're just going to run through the list of all the shows that are premiering this. And I think it's a good way to kind of talk about some of the shows that are returning either for new seasons or shows just are premiering period.
Yeah, give us the hot shit.
Yeah. So first off,
we've got that.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of lame. I just kind of sped by it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah, thank you. we'll edit this out. Yeah, even though whoever's listening likely already heard it, we're gonna edit it still.
We will not edit it at all. It's staying in. All right.
Give us the hot shit.
We've got this guy. You don't quit on a joke. You're very committed. Yeah. If you were right to
force it down your throat like Anna Kendrick.
Yikes. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but
yeah, like, we talked about it earlier. She was kind of forced on us with the whole.
Oh, that's okay. That's true. Okay, I thought you were going in a different direction. All right, we've got Blackish premiering with its 6th season. It's crazy that this show's lasted this long. But it's a fantastic fucking show. Love it. We've got Bless This Mess season 2 premiere, Emergence the series premiere, Empire season 6 premiere. Hopefully the final season.
Yeah, I think it is the final.
Yeah. Then we have the spinoff of Blackish, which is Mixed-ish, premiering as well. Yeah.
Word?
It's basically about, I don't know if you've ever watched Blackish, but Tracy
Ellis Ross.
Her character.
I love Tracy Ellis Ross, by the way.
Dude.
Incredible woman.
Incredible. Very talented. But her character, I believe she's called Rainbow on the show. Damn, what's her actual name? Now Bo. Oh, I guess Dre calls her Bo, but her full name is Rainbow. So her character is from a mixed family background, and throughout the course of the Blackish, they've some of her family members have come in and out. So now this is essentially just like a spinoff of that, showing almost like I'm sure you don't watch it, but Big Bang Theory had young Sheldon.
Yeah.
So this is essentially the same thing, but with Blackish. We have Amsterdam season 2, The Connors season 2. Hey, shout out to Fabe. I never like to admit when he's right, but he was fucking right. Not that he partially right. Yeah. If I recall the conversation, we were talking about whether the Connors would survive without Roseanne, and I said definitively not. That it would have a few episodes and then they drop it. But here they are in season 2. So Fabe was at least partially right about that. I don't think it's a hit.
Yeah, I don't remember what my prediction was. I probably said they were going to cancel it, or at least they should. But I do remember Fabe saying, like, no, the show could live without Roseanne. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You were right.
He's right. A broken clock's right at least 2 times a day. So there you go. You got The Resident season 3 premiere. This Is Us season 4 premiere. I can't sit through that show. I tried to. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, how much sadness can you watch?
I don't know.
4 seasons?
I don't know, dude. And this dude's been dying for like the last 10 seasons on this show.
Yeah, no.
Every other episode, like the main, what's his name? I forget what his name is, but he's like the main character, the main dude on the show, and they've been hinting that he's gonna be dying, and it's like, yo, when does he die? Like, just let him die. Like, it's over.
I've seen a half episode of this show, and it for me was unbearable. So 4 seasons. Congratulations to them.
Yeah. Somehow they made that last for a lot longer. It should have. Chicago Fire. There's a lot of Chicago shows. I don't know why everybody's so obsessed with Chicago. Yeah, Chicago Fire.
Chicago PD.
Season 8 premiere. Chicago Med season 5 premiere. Chicago PD season 7 premiere. Who's watching this? Okay, you have.
I think there's got to be some kind of conspiracy there, because we all know Chicago PD. Chicago Fire Department, pretty much anyone who works for the government in Chicago, they're all fucking crooks and criminals. So they're like, we need a lot of TV shows
branding,
to paint a different picture, because we're still out here doing illegal shit. We just need
some cover.
a really good Hollywood actor to come and make us look good.
All right, you have Modern Family season 11 premiere. I think the final season of Modern Family, so it's the end of an institution for ABC with that.
Where does Sofia Vergara go from here?
Anywhere she wants.
She's still beautiful.
Yeah. Schooled season 2 premiere. Single Parent season 2 premiere. South Park season fucking 23 premiere. Holy shit. Somehow they're still doing it.
And the show's still good.
Yeah.
Still funny.
I never really took a liking to South Park. Some jokes here and there, but not really.
South Park has always like pushed the limits, right?
Yeah.
Or sometimes cross them, right?
I think they make a habit of crossing them. Yeah.
And I think this show does so well because it's feeding from reality, right? Things that's happening now, and there's always more shit happening, especially now. Like, I can imagine the last few years of South Park and Trump's presidency have been some of the most interesting.
Yeah.
Shout out to South Park.
I mean,
who's the creator of South Park again? And like,
it's 2 dudes. I forget their name because I remember they came out with their movie Basketball.
Yeah.
Which was not good. Yeah, it was not good. Stick to South Park.
It was not good, but it was still surprisingly memorable.
It's memorable because it was that stupid.
Yeah. Kind of like Dude, Where's My Car?
More or less.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Ashton Kutcher. We were talking about him.
Yeah, we talked about him last time. Shout out Ashton. Come on the show. You're not doing much else. Right?
You're not doing anything right now.
Yeah.
We got Stumptown series premiere. The Goldbergs.
This I do want to watch.
Stumptown. No, it looks stupid. Oh wait, no, with Colby Smulders.
Yes.
Yeah. No. No, actually, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It looks stupid.
It looks good to me because I'm like familiar with Portland. The show's based in Portland.
Okay.
So like I remember watching the trailer, and it looks
some of the places
look familiar.
Yeah.
And like it's always fun to watch a show like like House of Cards, right? Being filmed in primarily DC and Baltimore.
Yeah.
And being able to watch that show and like, oh, I know that place. Or I've been to that bar. This show is gonna give me that experience.
I don't know why that means anything to us. It's not like, hey, here's a place that I'm familiar with.
I wasted money there.
I
don't know why it's meaningful. But it's like nostalgic, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
I met that girl there. I fucked her that night.
Yikes. Okay, well, that's a whole different thing. So
that's a very Portland thing.
For you, maybe. I don't. All right, we have the Goldbergs season 7 premiere, the Masked Singer season 2 premiere. Somehow this show is continuing. I don't know why. A Million Little Things season 2 premiere, Grey's Anatomy season 16. Just please put Grey's Anatomy out of its misery.
Just kill everybody.
Please.
On the show.
Just make it one grand finale. Just everybody dies in like a fucking gas leak explosion or something. How to Get Away with Murder season 6 premiere. I believe this is also the last season for How to Get Away. Damn, ABC's losing a lot of shit this year. Not shit that I necessarily watch, but they're losing some shit. Law and Order SVU season 21 premiere, Perfect Harmony series premiere, Sunnyside series premiere, Superstore season 5 premiere. I actually want to watch the show. Very interesting.
Superstore.
Yeah, it's a show on NBC. The Good Place season 4 premiere, the final season of The Good Place. Excellent show. I definitely recommend it to anybody out there who's looking for sort of like an Office, Parks and Rec replacement. This is definitely and it's from the same creator, Michael Schur.
And Michael Schur played
Parks and Rec. He played Dwight's cousin. Damn, what was his name? Mose.
Mose. Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that the funniest thing in the world?
It was a hilarious bit because he would just be like the most awkward fucking.
Very awkward,
yeah.
but like having been one of the creators of the show.
Yeah, I mean, but people do that a lot, right? Like, so for instance, like BJ, like he wasn't one of the creators, but definitely one of the writers, as well as Mindy Kaling, BJ Novak, and Mindy Kaling were both writers for the show, and they had pretty prominent characters. And then everybody talks about Steve Carell leaving the show and how it dipped when he left. I don't think that's actually when it dipped. I think it dipped when Mindy Kaling and BJ Novak left.
Because the writing changed.
Yeah, the writing changed a lot. And I think some people flip it in that, it got bad right after Steve Carell left. Like it took a nosedive. I don't think that's really when it got bad. I think it got bad like in that last season.
It got bad and then it got like really good towards like the last 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, the last few episodes were really, really good.
Yeah.
But I think as a whole, the season 9, I believe, was its last season. I think that was very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that was good at all. Okay, so you have American Housewives season 4 premiere, and then Fresh Off the Boat season 6 premiere. Okay, that's all the shows premiering, I guess, this week. So that took care of our Hulu section. Let's jump to Amazon Prime. We have Transparent, the musical finale. If I'm not mistaken, this is the show that Jeffrey Tambor. Do you know who that is?
Nay.
Okay. You'll know him if you saw his picture. But this is the show on Showtime, I believe. I forget where Transparent actually shows on, but he used to be on the show, and the show used to center around his character, his character, which was transgendered, like a parent to, I don't know. I never actually watched the show myself, but I remember it was like a big thing because he got hit sort of with the Me Too kind of wave, and I forget what his situation was. I think it was maybe like a makeup artist or something like that said that he made some advances towards her, or whatever the case, unwanted advances towards her. In any case, and then people, I think, just wanted to get him out of the box anyway, since he was a double entendre. But he was a straight male who was playing a transgendered person on the show. And so people were just it's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, why?
Like, why not get a transgender person to play a transgender person?
Yeah.
It's funny how people react to things like these, right? Where it's like, we see, that happens all the time, right? Particularly one of the things that happens a lot in Washington, in Hollywood, is like whitewashing, right? Mm-hmm. And that always seems to kind of be like, okay, and then you have Scarlett Johansson saying anybody should be able to play anybody, and then when it actually happens, people get upset, right?
Yeah.
I remember this issue. I don't give a fuck about this show, which is probably why I don't care about this issue.
Jesus, you don't care about a lot, right?
my feelings are very direct this morning. This kind of bullshit. I mean, this is one of those situations where you just get the best actor who's most equipped and best prepared to play.
I think this is situational. It depends on what project you're talking about. Like, so for instance, there was that Scarlett Johansson movie that I think was supposed to come out where I think she was supposed to play a transgendered person, and then the movie's pretty much in limbo right now because at least the last that I heard of it, because she wasn't attached to it any longer.
Yeah.
But it's hard with it. It's like this again. It's always about this weird area in Hollywood where it's just like, okay, well, we need more representation of minority communities, right?
Yeah.
But you do need the star power of the people who are already sort of stars in their own right?
Yeah. Otherwise, the project is going to flop. Right?
But then it's just like this thing where it's just like, okay, well, if you never put a transgender person, you never give them the opportunity to to become a star.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's what I wonder is like how many transgender actors or actresses auditioned for this show.
Yeah.
Right? How many made it into like late rounds of auditioning, right? What was the talent pool there? Like, if it was just bad, and clearly this guy was the best person to play this role, then sure, then he deserved a transgender or not. But if they could have gone with a transgender actor or actress and someone who actually could identify with this role,
yeah,
maybe that would have been the better direction.
But I think I would have to assume that they weren't really casting, that they knew, okay, who can we get? Who's a big name? And then somehow maybe Jeffrey Tambor got attached to the project and they're like, all right, that's a big name in Hollywood. Let's go with, he's the dad from Arrested Development.
Never saw that show.
What? God damn it.
Yep.
All right, whatever. Then I'm not even going to continue talking about this. I have no desire to speak about it anymore. Okay, let's talk about what's coming out on, that was Amazon Prime. Transparent musical finale, and now let's talk about what's coming out on Netflix this week. We have Team Kaylee, which is it's like a family show, I guess. It's after a brush with the law, teenage celebrity billionaire Kaylee Connard, which I believe this is a ripoff of Kylie Jenner. Makes sense, right?
Sounds like
is ordered by the court to lead an inner city wilderness club. Yeah, this sounds awful. Yeah, this sounds bad. No, all right, then we have Jeff Dunham, Beside Himself, which I believe is just a stand-up special. Hey, one of my favorite things to watch on fucking Netflix. We have Abstract is coming back for season 2. So Abstract, the art of design, it basically just follows a whole bunch of artists around and kind of profiles their life and comeuppings. Fantastic fucking show.
Yeah, I've seen several
very
episodes
well
of the show.
produced,
Yeah.
very great, aesthetically looking. But just a fucking beautiful show, not only to just watch for the aesthetic reasons, but also very great content. Like there's the guy who is behind all the Jordans. He designed the shoes and all that. They had him on.
I like the one about the guy who does the
architecture.
He does the artwork for the New Yorker.
Oh yes,
magazine.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Favorite ones.
Yeah, just a really good show.
This show is both. Obviously it's about artists and designers, right?
Yeah.
But the show is also in itself very like artistic, in how they produce it, right? Like how they feature the artist's artwork and how they use actual design and incorporate that into the production of the show as you're watching it. So like you said, it's like visually and aesthetically pleasing while also learning about the artists who are doing the work.
Yeah, it's just a really good show. I definitely and a lot of these shows on Netflix that are like sort of like documentaries, but they're and for whatever reason, I want to hesitate to call them documentaries. They're like these docu-series, I guess.
Docu-series.
They're just really well produced. Like there's Abstract, there's a lot of food ones that I love. Mm-hmm. Say what you will about Netflix, but they do that. Oh, and I just complete sidetrack. There was and I wanted to do this either last week or the week before, but for whatever reason, I think it just became evergreen. So Netflix is going to be moving to sort of like a weekly schedule with I think some of its shows. I don't think it's going to do it for all the shows.
Yeah, we discussed this briefly.
Did we talk about it on the show? Mm-hmm. But I don't know, for whatever reason that just popped into my mind. But then also, damn, are we going to talk about this later? And I'm just trying to jump ahead of myself. Yes, we are. Okay. All right. Never mind. Got it on the schedule. All right. My mind's all over the place this morning. All right. Also coming out on Netflix is Birders, which is basically just maybe a documentary about bird watching.
Yeah, definitely not watching that.
Yeah, bird watching on both sides of the U.S.-Mexico border share their enthusiasm for protecting and preserving some of the world's most beautiful species. Okay, and then...
Oh, shit. I will say this. In the past, I think like 20, 30 years in the United States... I think the U.S. bird population has decreased by like 40%.
Is that because of like the deforestation?
Deforestation, pollution, industrialization, but like 40% is a drastic number for.
Yeah, that's wild.
And it's not just like, oh, this species of birds or like this kind of bird. No, it's like all birds have decreased. Like 60 million, or I think like 50 million individual birds have died and are gone over the past like 20, 30 years.
Jesus. Yeah, that's, and I don't know how much I want to talk about because we don't have that much time to work with, but people, I think, talk very abstractly about like, oh, I don't believe in climate change, or I don't believe that, we're doing that much harm to the world. But it's just like when you hear crazy shit like that, we're doing something. Like that's not just like by nature fucking 40% of the birds in the world, at least over this short amount of time. Like it's different over the course of centuries and thousands of years. Things change, obviously, things adapt, things die off. But over the course of 30 years, like, dude, we're barely 30. Like, yeah, just over the course of our lifetime.
Exactly. That's fucking crazy.
That's wild.
And the thing about climate change, right, is like people talk, oh, like we're killing the earth. Like, yes and no, because like while it is damaging our earth, then the environment always responds, right?
Yeah.
That's when you have floodings, you have fires, you have tsunamis and hurricanes, right?
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, these like natural disasters are happening more frequently now than in previously recorded human history. Well, there's a reason for that. I don't think the earth has anything to worry about. We clearly do, because the earth is just going to respond to these stresses.
It's just going to keep trucking along. We're going to be there.
Like, okay, well, fuck. I'm gonna fuck this air up for you guys. Try and breathe with that.
Choke on that motherfucker.
Here's another flood. And then people are like, oh my
God. In a
God.
Samuel L. Jackson voice. Choke on that motherfucker.
But yeah, I mean, something's being done. Like you're right. We're doing something, and it's not good.
Yeah. Okay. We have El Recluso, which is about a former Marine poses as an inmate inside a Mexican prison in order to infiltrate I was about to say a bird gang, a gang suspected of kidnapping something, I don't know. And then we have Explained Season 2. This is the show from, I believe it's Vox. This is another one of those sort of docuseries sort of shows.
Great show.
Oh, you know what? Maybe they're trying to line it up for fall season. I for whatever reason, I never like put two and two together that way. That
like Netflix has these shows
premiering specifically at this time, because I'm like, yo, they're coming out with like a lot of shows that I'm like, oh shit, when are they gonna do this again?
Yeah,
and I just expected them to be like, for them to drop all the episodes and then like 2 months later be like, all right, we're coming out with another season.
Yeah, though Netflix is a streaming platform, I don't think they are completely oblivious to what's going on in TV. Like if everybody's doing this fall thing, like let's jump on it too.
Yeah. But it's weird because it's like they sort of broke the model, but now it's like they're trying to kind of follow the model a little bit, and it's like I don't know, maybe the equation trying to is there something to call it?
It's a mosquito.
Oh shit!
I knew I shouldn't have
me like
looked
8 times. I fucking hate it.
Because you overreact. It's above your head now. Now it's over by the blue light over there. It's far from home. I think we're okay.
It's far. No, it's gonna come back here and bite me again. You hear about all these crazy diseases these mosquitoes are spreading. I don't want any of that shit.
I could survive. I think I could survive one disease plague. Right? Like if I ever got E. coli,
one in you, like
I think I could survive that. But if I got E. coli and mad cow, I'm out.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I think that's most people. All right, we have Bard of Blood, which is an Indian thriller series. It's about an excommunicated Raw. I don't even know what the fuck Raw is, but
I think it's like a religion or a group of people.
Oh, Raw agent Kabir Anand, a courageous analyst and a sleeper agent, take on a covert mission in Balochistan, I don't know. When 4 Indian spies are captured, the mission soon turns south, and Kabir must face his demons from the past. Then also we have Dragons.
Is it bad that as you were talking about that show, all I was doing in my head was making an Indian accent.
That's terrible.
Kind of talking to myself.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't have said that out loud. I would have just kind of kept that
it
in.
Was 100%. I had a full Indian conversation, a bad one in my head. And I want to say it.
I no longer want to explore this conversation.
I don't think we have anything to worry about with the Indian community. They're not an easily offended people.
But they should be. That
They're
really is offensive.
Yeah, I won't do it. I'll avoid it. Their economy
That's what anybody says
when they want to
some
insult
asshole
another
shit.
group of people.
No, they're
strong. Fine. They'll be okay.
Okay. Well, Dragon's Rescue Riders. Just another family animated film. Then we have and I'm just gonna stop reading the plots for these. El Marginal, season 3, and then we have In the Shadow of the Moon, The Politician, which is a series that we watched that we did a review of the trailer for. Did that sentence make sense? A review of the trailer for? That we reviewed the trailer for.
The trailer for the show. Yeah, that makes sense. You got it. You got it. Good job.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, words of affirmation. I appreciate it. I
do want to watch this show.
Yeah, it looks good. Interesting. Very interesting. Then we have Skylines, Sturgill Simpson Presents Sound and Fury. And then we have Vis a Vis, season 4. Okay.